Because what's up is making a computer and we're about to play the Outer Worlds. This is part 3 or 4, I think. Part 3 or 4, I forget. Yeah, let's get into it. Take a swig of water, H2O in the lungs, you know. Alright. It didn't randomly fire, that would have been annoying. Alright. We need to talk to these people.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Engineer. Clean. Why don't you tell me this? Full of idiots. Yeah.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Yeah, no problem. Dang. Yeah, what about the third one?
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
Oh, okay.
Would you? I'd be grateful. What's on your mind?
Somebody has.
Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Well, not until the power went and cut out. Now everyone's giving me sidelong looks, expecting me to work some miracle and get the generator humming again. Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way.
Well, that's a good thing.
I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
That's nice of you. And it clearly has a thing for her. Well, I shouldn't say that actually, because I think she says something later on. My bad. You survive with power.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to read and make a real case for myself.
Reed's not gonna be in charge. Don't worry. Okay, so I gotta look up journal. We'll do the skill points. Actually, I don't think I did it last time. Oops, I said I was going to. Uh, remove. I still gotta do that turn. I'm gonna first remove him from power, then come back and talk because I think I did that before, and it just makes sense to me. Edgewater. Oh, and it looks like I have to go to over here as well on the map, though. And no, we're not going to be staying on this planet for much. Well, I don't know how much I can spoil, how much I should spoil. Since I already mentioned it, yeah, you go to, which is kind of obvious because you have a ship. You go to other places. So let's go talk to Reed really quickly, though. Get him to screw off, basically. Do 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 do.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna.
I forgot what I said to him. If you
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse. You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
she's been using.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. So Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing?
Well, yeah.
If I leave town, I am as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom.
Well, yeah. Help us can get.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
What's your plan?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
Why does it sound like he's gonna kill himself? This last part here, put in for earlier retirement. This can't be easy for you, my
I've
guy.
always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
He has to. I think there probably is a way for having him not leave the town, or a conversation that has him where he, I don't know. Well, yeah, not leave the town, just stays as a patriot, or whatever you want to call it. Also, I'm assuming that elevator part is a loading screen. There's games that can do that. What's over here? Oh. I think I not recognize you, actually. Oh. Nope.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
We still do that quest too. That there's a quest to do where it's like, is this one of the
You're
things?
not a big drinker, are you?
No.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Go ahead.
I won't take too much time. So what's your story?
I don't see how that's any of your business. You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself. What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G? Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head.
Alright.
Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful.
Probably not.
What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out. They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong. Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story? That right? Prove it.
I'm a space pirate. You're out of here. Alright, you're gone. I did not see this as an option. What? And if you're wondering what I mean, is I played this for only like a couple hours in Mo. Shit.
Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon. Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Most folk forget where they're standing after a few drinks. Seems to me you've got a head start. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot
Yes,
tell you
Lewis.
which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning. Let me make something clear. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft.
I don't really care.
There you go. I've said enough. If they wanted to face their problem.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought she was one of the people that I needed that quest to get money from, which I will do, just off camera probably. Let me pause it here, and I'll be back when I'm back talking to those people. All right, I'm back.
Adelaide's okay.
Let's talk to. It should be.
I know, I'm trying to think. Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
Oh, question about Zoe. I still have to do that quest. If I do that quest, I may leave. Well, let's see.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
I mean, the other options was better, which is that like I'm just trying to set things right. I mean, I would have been like, after saying that part, and she said something, I'd be like, what I mean is
What happened? Sprat...
is that your son died.
Fell into a transformer again?
Because of Reed and his incompetence. You are clearly a better fit. Is she just walking back now? Deserter. Alright, that's all done. Make sure we're recording still. We got side stuff to do. 3 volumes. Sorry for some clues. I guess we'll just do this one. I'll do that at the end of this episode. I guess we can check out the perks. Crit chance plus armor. Arc speed, 3 damage. I'm gonna Never be alone. So. I'll probably do this one. What's armor rating? Few kindred spirits. So let's check that out next, which is. Am I already there?
One of us want to go see what happened?
No. That's it then. You mean you read this yourself? Oh, there you go. Leveled up again. And I leveled up, and so did my companion. So she has a perk. Plus 10 engineering. Decrease the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies, making them less likely to attack this companion. Base health. I want to do base health. So let's get like health and stuff up, health and armor up, because it just makes more sense. Now I have to go over there. Alright. So I'm gonna pause it here because I doubt you guys want me to run over there, so I'll be right back when I'm at that building. Alright, I'm back, guys. I didn't realize this town was full of bad guys, and so didn't show that part, but we did defeat them, as you can see. And now we're gonna check the area out and see what's up. Here she is.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Can't say well. I need you.
I'm great at clarifying. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, it must be my natural charisma. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
If I had intimidate 46, go back to walking. I'm just gonna pursue.
And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer.
What?
I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Take care. Go home. Like, seriously, go the home. Oh. 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 I mean, it looks like you can teach her stuff too. I mean, I'm assuming that because since it made it seem like there was an option to teach her stuff, but I'm not going to. I do hope you guys are enjoying this new Let's Play playthrough I'm doing on my channel here. I wouldn't be doing a Let's Play of it if I didn't want you guys to enjoy it. Alright, let's go back to the Botanical Gardens, I guess. Something else there to do. I guess I have to tell what's your face that Zoe's returning home.
Food's bound to spoil.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now. Didn't think she'd go back so long as Reed was still running the place. Something must have changed. If Adelaide's going back to Edgewater, we'll follow her. We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She turned up with a band of marauders.
You pretty much did my job for me.
Just
Least
the first
I
one.
can do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'm good. Alright. Still have a quest to do here, so. Sell that. And then available. Let's do this quest. And then I'm gonna end it afterwards. I probably should be taking these bits out, but whatever. Oh. Ooh, I'm back. I said that I'm probably gonna take out the loading screen parts of going into areas. How are we gonna do this? Just save it first. I gotta be really, really careful here. I think I just killed everyone last time, but there's a lot of people here. You don't see nothing. I can't just take them down. I have to shoot them, I think. Up. Stealth kill. Stealth kill. Stealth kill. It counts.
Incoming!
Stealth kill. Also, if you're wondering what those sounds are, those weird sounds, or these little guys, you can find one. They're these little guys, the little like creatures. They're almost like mice, but like alien mice, basically. They're cute. It makes such adorable noises. I gotta go over there. Up. Sneaky beaky like. Oh, off mission. Adorable little creatures ever.
Okay, here we go!
Shh. Yeah, she's done with a gun.
Don't mess with me.
That works. Alrighty. Didn't realize he spotted me, but whatever. Oh, vending machine. Sell junk. I mean, most of this I don't really need on me either. Oh, let's buy it. Oops. I'm gonna pause it here and I'm gonna sell a bunch of stuff and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. I sold a couple stuff. A few items. Not a lot. And I did some weapon changing here. Now she has a different hammer. Has a little more damage. And TPI, and I have a different handgun. So you're able to repair handguns, but for some reason I forgot how to do it. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I'm back in the next area for the next magazine. Engineer Volume 3. That is Engineer Volume 2. I think for now, I'm going to end this video here, actually, since it's already 34 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. Also, if you're wondering how my pausing methods have been so much more seamless, it's because now for some reason now, the actual pausing, before, when I first started using OBS, I would have a button on my keyboard to pause and unpause the video, since it's a feature now, instead of needing to edit out parts you don't want in there. And for some reason it wasn't working for a while. It didn't let me click it. Like, I would click it and nothing would happen. But now lately it's been working. I think it's because this game and all the games I'm playing so far are all in like full screen window mode, meaning that I can just seamlessly like take my mouse and put it off the screen and go to my other monitor without needing to hit alt tab out to a different window. My best guess. But yeah, that's something I just wanted to mention, I guess. Anyways, guys, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. I will see you guys in the next.